about me for last about 1 minute. There was a slide only talking about me, so I don't have to introduce myself anymore. I'm damn sure. So how about we talk? I talk to you guys, and you tell me what are you expecting? That why we fail? Why did I call you guys on a webinar saying why do we fail? What is your idea? Anything that comes to your mind? Do include your name before you speak up, because maybe the attendees don't know you. Anyone, it's to the stage. Come on. I see so many participants and nobody is interested to say. I'm sure the host is busy. I won't disturb him, but the others, come on. Anyone. I'm not asking you a question of general knowledge. I'm just asking you what are you expecting, so that will also set a tone for me as well. What made you join in here? What do you think when there was a invite said a webinar on why we fail? What is it that you're looking forward to? Anything that comes to your mind by why we fail? Yeah. Really, anyone here who doesn't want to talk to me? That's going to be bad.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good
I'm so
afternoon,
sorry
Suranjan.
I did not switch on my camera. But yes, it's quite an intriguing topic that is put out today. And in our career path or whatever we do, we have encountered failures. And I think it would be good for us to have a self realization why the failures happen, so that it is not a recurrence every time. And that is why I've joined in.
So yeah, I mean, to actually find out why do we keep failing even if when we do everything. That's really, yeah. I'm also seeking that goal. And frankly speaking, Suranjana, I am damn sure that it's not really possible to do that in just 1 hour. But what I mean to do is start off. You have to, start off. Once you start off, you are on the way to achieve the goal. So that's what I would you should set your expectation today, that you have started on that path of finding out why exactly are we still failing when we are doing everything to succeed. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Saranjana. Anybody else who want to join, add in their insight? Anyone? Yeah, I can see Priya, I can see Geeta, I can see Yogesh, and I can see Manish. Please, any of you. How about Manish, please? Your thoughts. Yes? Anyone?
Hey, hi, Yogesh here. So I feel, see, there might be many reasons connected to failure. Probably I feel that one of the thing could be emotions. At times we get too emotional. To accommodate that emotion piece, we tend to forcefully do things in life. Uh, Somewhere I face that in my journey in life. So I feel that detaching that emotion piece when we are walking or when we are following a goal is very important at times.
Right, right. Okay, emotions. Emotions does play a very, very big role, positive, negative, considered on everything that we do. I mean, equally. Totally. I mean, emotions is an integral part of us and does keep playing the roles everywhere. That's right. Okay, great. Anyone else who wants to share your views, or shall we just start off with the facts? And
Hi,
may
Samana.
I request the
Manish here.
hi Manish, hi.
Yeah. According to me, we fail because I think uh, we are not having that proper environment surrounding us. That is the main thing which I feel is a reason for failure. And of course, like we have to give our 100%. That is the basic thing. We put our efforts. We do hard work. We grow ourselves. Whatever we are doing, but environment plays a uh, very good role in your success. That I feel. Environment in the sense you must have got what I'm talking about. The environment, people around you, maybe your family, friends, even your wife, your kids, like that environment I'm talking about. Okay, that plays a very important role in your success. That's what I feel.
Right, right. Because alone we can't succeed. It's just not
Yes,
possible.
yes.
Being part of the society alone, it's impossible to succeed.
As we were
Right,
talking
to have
few
the
days
right set of
before
people
about
around.
having a good teamwork, you were talking about like you want good people into your team.
To have the right set of people
Yeah,
around you is
with the
important
right
to succeed
mindset,
always.
everything. Yes,
Right, totally. I mean, see, not even we have, the encouragement and the hard work and the dedication. We also know what do we want from the others. We know what do we want around us, and we want the positive thoughts and we want motivations. Let's say some people really want motivations, though I'm personally not sure how much that works unless converted to action. Yet yeah, at times even motivations are important. At times detaching emotions is important. At times attaching emotions is important.
yes.
The people around you, the
Every
attachments you
yeah,
have with them, the influence they have on you, the mindsets they have, and how that resonates with your mindset. It's a combination of each and everything that actually guides us into our life, and determines the level of success or level of failure that we have at any time. Agreed. I mean, there is no end to this and there is no start to this. It's more almost like having a endless venture of things that keeps affecting us from circumstances here and there. Thank you,
yeah.
Manish, for
Thank
your
you.
thought. That's
Welcome, welcome.
uh, yeah, Geeta Patil says in the chat that maybe it is less support from your family. Well, that is inherently, I would say it is inversely proportional to your expectations. The more you expect, the less they support. The less you expect, the more they support. So basically, this is about the entire external environment. So it's very important to balance out your expectation with the support that you receive. And that is a hard job and a continuous job. It's not like done once, it's done each day and each moment. You'll have to always balance out. It is always inversely proportion. If you look at any support that you are having from your family, friends, or outside world, it is inversely proportional to the your expectations, because the higher you set your expectations, you see them as less supports. The lesser you set your expectations on others, the higher you feel a gratitude that they are doing more than your expectation. So if you want to feel that gratitude, go ahead and set a lower expectation, and you will always feel the gratitude that okay, jitna mujhe chahiye tha, I got more than that. And if you want, to challenge others to give you more, that is when you would keep your challenges higher. So you have to always select. You have to have a selection of people for that. Some people you would expect more because they're really really that hopeful. You're hopeful to that person because that person has proved by their action that you can expect. Then only go and expect. If not, just keep your expectations low so you'll have a higher level of gratitude. And it goes for everybody. And frankly speaking, and I'm saying this in support of Geeta as well as I'm saying to the entire audience here, uh, it is true that there is not anybody who has a right, designated right. Even if it's your spouse or family or anything, it's not a right that they are of that designation, so they should support you 100%. There is no such rule. I mean, there is no such rule, because ultimately it is how much they can do. They are doing it always. Whenever you think that people are less supportive, remember that yes, family support. Gita says, yeah, family support comes first. Even for me, and it is for everybody. If it's for everybody, if our family don't support us, we usually can't do anything. We usually can't do anything if the family don't support us. Yet it is like, how much of support do you need? Just acknowledging how much of support you need. You just have to balance it. Well, that is obviously a topic, and I think I can make another webinar on this entire thing of expectation. Yet I would prefer to start off with the actual deck. Is there anybody who is still in the waiting room? Co-host, could you please check, because I can't see anybody else in the waiting room. Co-host, would you please check the waiting room once if anybody else is there waiting, and confirm, please. Please unmute yourself and confirm once, any of the co-hosts.
Yes, there's nobody else, but I'm keeping a watch on that.
Thank you, Suranjana. Thanks so much. Okay. Thanks. We would start off with our main deck, or the main topic of today, why we fail. And thank you, Anup. Thank you, Anup. Thanks, Ranjana. And we will start off now. I'm sure the people who are who have joined me here on the YouTube are also able to watch the entire thing live. Thanks for joining in out there. Doors are still open to the Zoom. You can come over to the Zoom room as well, or if you're on YouTube, if you're comfortable there, more than welcome to be there. Okay, so we'll have an analysis talk on this, why we fail. We won't go into the reasons why we fail individually, or what are the reasons that we think are important, but we'll just analyze the failure paths, let's say, in a way. So we'll just have an analysis on it. As I said, we're just going to touch bases, because this is a long thing. I just want you to start off there, so that you go ahead and at one point of a time reach where and why are you failing, or what can you do to not fail. So it's just an analysis that we are going to turn off with. Well, the agendas for today, if you look at this, it is like I'm going to touch 4 things, where there is something which is your relationship with your own self via your feelings, which we are just talked of, that what we feel is how we feel about things is the most important thing. We're going to go through a few quotes and the impacts that they have on us. We'll have that mind, how we use our mind, and what have we learned to our actions. We'll see that, and then we'll look at a complete solution approach towards it. So I feel, so in the next slide, I'm going to give you 4 options, starting from left top. Is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you guys are going to use the chat to tell me which one resonates with you most. And I do not say that right now, how do you feel? It's like, which of those feelings resonates with you? Whom can you think like that resonates you, that represents you? Any of the 4, one only allowed. So use the chat to tell me this. Use the chat option just to answer this to me. Okay, you've seen the video, you've seen the slide, and you have some have answered and some have not. I can see some people have answered me privately. That's okay, fine. You can choose to do that, no problem. Okay, the lion. Okay, lion. Am I still to wait for somebody's chat, or everybody has? Yes, I am. I'm hoping everybody has. Okay, so I mostly see lion, and I see the you know I've mostly seen the lion and the yogi mostly. Um, if I were to answer, I find myself resonating with the third option, and it is exactly how I always feel. And it is, I to explain why I feel so resonated with this most of the time is not that I don't jump to line sometimes and jump to yogi sometimes. Yet this is exactly what keeps happening to me, is like I'm bound with all the things that I'm doing and how I am doing them and how I present them. They keep binding me, so that's the reason I feel very closely to it. So there is no right or wrong to this. See, how you feel about it is actually how whichever of this four has resonated with you, whichever four of this has actually gives you the feeling that this is your character, this is how you feel, is how you would choose your path towards your success. Because if you feel that you are the one you're the one alone, you're the only one around, you're the only one who has to do everything, and whatever you do doesn't is not going to work for you, then it's not necessarily that you have to change the way you feel. All you have to do is moderate it into your success. Same goes for lion, because what happens is the lion feeling is that you're very powerful, yet you are the only lion. You have to be the only lion, there can't be another lion. So very powerful and very great, yet you have to be the only one in the your entire jungle. So if there is another lion, you keep thinking what happened. It goes with the same for having the responsibility of everything, or thinking that whatever you're doing is actually binding you more and more and more. So what happens is that that gives you very big strength, that you always strive to know, you strive to keep a tap of what is happening, what is not, and what is going right and what is wrong. At the same time, it can be sometimes overwhelming. Being a yogi, yeah, I mean, there is prospectively people saying that being having a feeling of being a yogi is the most peaceful thing. I choose to disagree, because if you're just being indifferent, then you're not actually being peaceful. Sometimes if you're being overwhelmingly yogi nature, you're actually being indifferent. So if you can go ahead and be responsible for everything, yet keep yourself aloof of everything, that's the actual yogi sense. So if the entire time you're feeling and overwhelming with the same feeling, any of these feelings could actually be harmful to you. And that's what exactly happens, what leads to a failure rather than a success. We choose to have one overwhelmingly. So uh, how this should work, or how this should happen with each of you, with each of us, is we should strive to maintain our basic emotion always, the thing that we resonate to, yet we should have a balance of the others circumstantially. So even if you resonate to the lion always, it is essential sometimes be to have alone time and feel that loneliness, equally essential. If you are resonating only with the yogi, don't turn it into an indifference. So having the balance of all your feelings and knowing them is what sets you to success, because there is no one definite rule. Whatever suits you at whichever situation, your feeling, your relationship with yourself at at every given situation empowers you. If I am still not if you cannot understand what I mean to say, I'll give you a live example. I'll try to give you a live example. Now let's say you resonate with being a lion. You understand that you have strength. You understand that you have knowledge. You know that you are made to rule, and you know that you do not need anybody else for that, and you do not need another lion in your field. Yet there can be a situation where you actually need help. And what happens at that moment of time is you have to turn back into becoming one of the people, or one of that third option, a person who would know and ask everyone, and then bound themselves with everyone, get into the teamwork, and get others to sometimes to do your work. So you will always have to fluctuate. When you're very hyper at some point of a time, it is equally important to come back and be into a solace of peaceful and be that yogi nature. So combining all your feelings, understanding them and utilizing them at the right circumstance is equally important. It doesn't come in one day, it comes with small habits, because the first thing starts with understanding those feelings and then modulating those habits, so that you understand when to do what and how to react, rather not react and respond to the circumstance. Most of the time, respond to the circumstance. So this is what is feelings and your relationship. So I mean, this is a very first step towards understanding not success but failure. And when you understand failure is when you succeed. Remember that, because if you understand why you're failing or what is going wrong, you would be able to take the path towards the right one. Okay, taking our discussion ahead. Okay, quotes. We have had n number of quotes. We have there was a time in like my childhood when at least there was a book which had quotes, and at least very learned people used to say something in past, and that used to convert into quotes. And now, like, is everyone has the opportunity to create quotes, and there is a site called quotes.in. So the impact of quotes somewhere has diluted in the entire process. Yet um, I have taken up only 5 of the quotes for analysis. So here, what I'm going to do, or what we are going to do together, is an analysis of it. It's not like I'm neither going to say, we are not going to say that this is a right quote or this is a wrong quote. We are just going to analyze the impact of it on our lives. When we say this or when we hear this, what is the impact that we usually have about it, and how much action oriented are those? And that is very, very important. How much action oriented are these quotes? So when I take on you to the next slides, just think that how much action oriented, how much impactful in your life are these quotes whenever you hear them. Yeah, you can use the chat to share your what do you think when you see this, when you read this, and don't try to read what is inside I and am. Please don't, because usually you won't and don't. What you read here is I am, I can be everything. So इसको पढ़ के अगर कोई तुम्हें ये बोले, or if you read this anywhere or listen to this anywhere, what do you what would come to your mind and how would that impact you? Anything that comes to your mind. Yeah.
The first thing that comes to my mind would be I am good, but I can be better.
Okay, that's thank you. That's lovely. And Yogesh shared that here this makes him feel independent and confident. This quote feels independent and confident. Anybody else who want to share what their view is regarding this? Analyze it from the action point of view. What action does it provoke you to take or something? So when I see this, or most of the time when I talk to anybody, I see them having uh, yeah Geeta Patel tells us that I should figure out what is more realistic for me. Okay, this is wow. I mean, that's that's great, that's awesome. I mean, this quote tells Geeta that she should figure out what's more realistic. Yes, so when I have heard many people, I've given this to many people before this, and most of the time, the answers that come to me that people tend to say of every age group is this makes me feel very powerful. This makes me feel that I'm somewhere and I'm about to go somewhere, and feel this and feel that and think so and do so. But there's never an action with this particular quote, as in this does not make anybody do something, just go ahead and do something. So this is one of those quotes which has would I say, a motivational factor but no action factor to this. When I say I am and I can be everything, all I'm doing is I'm telling myself things, but I'm not doing something. This is not an action. So it's not an action oriented quote, but yes, otherwise for calming yourself down at a very hyper state, it is a very good calming quote, or encouraging quote, let's say. The next one. This quote is by Eleanor Roosevelt, and it says the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. What does that make you feel? Any of you? The dreams that you have, the beauty of it, does that decide your future? Yes. Yeah, don't just say whatever is in your mind. Just put it in the chat or unmute yourself and say. Don't keep those blanks in. Don't, the silences are not really needed. Just say whatever comes to your mind. It's okay. I mean, there is no one here to judge you. It's I want you to speak up, because if you don't speak up, if you don't tell me what you're feeling, then you're not with me in this webinar. You have to say. Okay, unlimited abundance. Right, right. That gives unlimited abundance to Manish Patel says that. Awesome. That's a great. That's great that this thing comes up from this quote. So quotes really affect us, it really affects us, because when I go ahead and read this quote, and n number of times I read it, and Eleanor Roosevelt, I go ahead and actually read more and more about the person as well. The future belongs to those people who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Is when somebody just says it, it does not actually make that much essence till the time they start believing, actually believing, with all all terms and conditions applied. They keep believing that yes, I'm going to whatever I dream will come true. And then what happens is, it just makes your goal, your dream becomes your goal by doing that, and eventually you actually reach it. So if you can keep doing it, it does help you. I'll go to the next one. Okay, many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. How many of you agree with this? Agree with this? That fighting box that comes with this, and it really, really does, you know, say more than words say themselves. Because um, it's till you're in the game, like you're still doing it, you're still striving for it, you're still finding ways to achieve your goal. I call it you're in the game. So the way I say it, you're in the game. If you have sort of not done, if not yet achieved what you wanted to, yet you're still in the game and you're trying to achieve it, you have not failed. But the moment that you quit it, we give it up. Okay, I can't do this anymore. This is then you actually fail. Otherwise, the rest of it is only experiences that you gain and keep going, because you gain an experience that okay, this thing doesn't work, and you go for the other option of gaining that one particular goal. So one thing doesn't work, the other will work, the other will work, the other will work. So till the time you are in the game, you're not failing. You're actually gaining experience. It is the moment that you give up that you fail. So if you choose not to give up, no matter what, you just can't fail. You can have experiences, you can't fail. So this is that one quote which always would help you at any moment of your life, anywhere, to remember. Yeah, never give up and or retire in life. Perfect, because there is no retirement in life. You have to. Life is going on, so you're going on. So you have to be in the game. Come on, you just can't quit game. It's not. It's not. It's not an option. Unless you get your goal, you're not to quit your game. You can find other ways to play. You can find other rules to play. You can get other competitors. You can get other co-players. You can get a team for yourself. You can't do it alone. But you have to be part of the game. And that is what happens when many of the people who lives are failure, they do not realize that they gave up. They were very close to success when they gave up, because that happens when you're just about to be on the success. You sometimes you feel that this is the darkest night. They say this is the darkest night. The way I say this is that anxiety makes you feel that something's going to go wrong, something's going to go wrong, and you quit instead of actually facing that thing. So that is what is one of the major reasons that we tend to fail. Giving up is the ultimate failure, because before that failure, any sort of action failure is only an experience. Okay, believe you can. That's the last quote. Believe you can. Gita says expecting a false illusion. Okay, expecting a false illusion. Expecting illusion. Why would someone expect illusion? Don't expect illusion. Expect what is there. Believe in yours. Believe you can is Geeta, can you just ping in there yes or no whether this particular feeling comes with this particular quote? Believe you can. Or you can just unmute yourself and tell me. But just expecting a false illusion is for believe in you. You can quote. Are you saying that or the previous one? Okay, I'm taking it that this is for this one. Okay. Yeah, believe you can. If you say false illusion, expecting false illusion. Yes, if you overdo this is like a drug. This believe you can quote. Believe you can quote. Yes, for this one. Yeah, when taken overdose of this actually becomes expecting a false illusion. This is exactly like a very small dose maintained medicine for anyone. If you believe to the limit you should believe, small quantities of it, when you're feeling low and you tell that, you know, yeah, believe I can, so let me try, then it helps you. That then it helps you, as Yogesh Kumar says, that it helps you to have self confidence to achieve goal. But as soon as it touches that level of having, and you start doing this again and again, I believe I can, I believe I can, I believe I can, and you get into inertia of that, it actually starts giving exactly the negative effect. It's you start expecting things which goes beyond your reach. So it is very, very important that when you believe you can, immediately you apply it to action. You can means can, can word means that it is an action, right? So convert to action, do the action, and don't think that whether that action would be a, success towards goal or an experience towards goal. Just do it. And when you do it, after you do it, yes, yes, yeah, we should always not only start to move ahead forward, we will always move. We will just always move. That's very, very important. Yeah, Sonu Singh here has said a very, very nice thing. I would want to share with everyone. While first Gita said that this means that we should start to move forward. As I was saying, not only start to move forward, keep moving forward. Sonu Singh says that self confidence and overconfidence very close, and we can't understand when self confidence changes to overconfidence. That's exactly what I'm saying. You should just put it to action. So if you keep thinking that yes, I believe I can, and don't put it to action, that is where there is a chance of becoming overconfidence, because self-confidence means I believe I can and I'm doing it. Just do it. And when you're doing it, plan it, but don't get scared that whether you're going to fail or not, because it's not fail. If you're doing it and you're ready to do it again and again, and you're in the game, then you are only going to gain experience. You're not going to fail, because it's always already established, right, that you lose or you actually fail only when you quit. So here you are in the game, and whatever you're doing action, you can keep doing again and again and again. And believe me, if you have not experienced this before, try it for yourself. Every experience that you gain adds multifold to your self confidence. The next time you do that job in a different way, you would actually be having many more experiences, and you would be a lot more prepared, because you would know a number of things that you should avoid. You know already that those don't work, so you're going more and more. It's like a funnel. It's like a funnel towards the success. You've already done whatever is not to be done, so now you know what is to be done. It's easy. It gets easy. The way to the success rather gets easy with experiences. So limit your challenges. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. Read this just twice, everybody, in your heads while I read it aloud. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. You are in the game. You are doing things. Whatever way you are giving your best to it. Yet, if you're not exactly getting what you want, manipulate it, change it, extend your limits, take more risk, get more resources. Yet, do not think that you can do it safely at home. You just can't do it on a cushion. No, just if you stop trying, you will not be able to do it. You can have a experience from the failed trial, but that was only a trial. You're still in the game, right? So whenever there are challenges, don't strike, I will not go for that challenge. I will just do whatever I'm doing. I'm fine wherever I am. Go ahead and challenge that limit only. Whatever limits that you are having, whatever things that is not coming your way, challenge it. If it's not happening this way, I'll get it some other way. Get it, and you will get it. That's where that difference comes. This if I am, if I be that audacious to do so, this particular dash here is exactly the place where a failure is converted into a success. Because whenever we get the challenges, whenever the things that we call ourselves as fails, or the points that we say that are limiting us, that are stopping us, we are letting them limit that. We are allowing them as limitations. So when we start challenging those limits, we actually take a course towards success. We actually get ourselves on the road of success. And at this point of time, I choose to look into my chat box, because there it is full of so many things, and I really want to go through them. Okay, thank you, Geeta. Thank you, Manish, for all the support. Yes, coming out of comforts, getting things start. Yes, age is just a number. Age is just a number. Everyone at any age is starting a new day starts with a new journey for each and every one, be it anything. If it doesn't, then that means you're into that cushion. Then you're limiting your challenges. If you are at any age at a cushion level and you're not starting something, and you're not doing something, obviously you're this thing. Great. Yeah, I'm loving the support that I'm getting from every participant. Also, I'm so thankful to you guys. Okay, taking a minute of thought and interaction again. Stop the share. And I'll interact with you. Yes. So, so till now, what we saw here, what we went through, these quotes we always hear. Every time we hear, how many times do we go ahead and actually analyze them? We just hear them, and whatever it comes to our mind at that moment, we take it. Go ahead and analyze them. Try to think how much impact they can make. They have a very high impact. And use them. The supports that you're seeking, I am not saying that you should not do it from the people. You should, but yet, all these things make so much easier for these courts make such a good bibliography of entire support that sometimes it can take up the place of the other people whom you are expecting support but not getting it. At least the moral supports, putting you back into action, taking you back into action, that would be very easy for these courts to do. It won't be that easy for the people to do sometimes, because it's frankly, there is one thing at this moment of time that I want to reiterate, and each of you should think once, wherever you are, whichever person you're expecting from, at your workplace, at your family, at your colleges, at your student level, from teachers or whatever, they don't understand you, and you cannot expect them or force on them to understand you. You try your best to make them understand you, but you can't force it on them. But these courses are meant in such a way to understand each and every person, and if you are ready to think through, they can empower you. So use it. They are like bibliographs. I'm not saying they can replace any of the people in your life. No, you would still need your family, you will still need your parents, you'll still need a workforce, a teamwork. You will still need entire everything that you now need, but you will be just a bit less dependent on them. This will help you as a reference at a time when nobody is there. These will help you as a reference. So that is what is the main idea behind having the codes, to have these things here. So that is the streamline, that is the line that you have if you want yourself to stick to the path of success whatsoever happens. So that is when you start ensuring that you do not go on a path to failure. You might have short experiences, but you do not choose the path to failure when you have a reference, a point where you can always refer to, always you can come back to. Once there are quotes around, just use them for your empowerment. It is your mind who would do it. There's nobody else. It's your mind. Once you let a quote empower you, it starts empowering. It's that simple. Okay. So the next segment of this talk is mind to action. Till now, we have been talking about mind, and those should be actionable. So this is very interesting, guys. The next part of it, which is a decision as an action of impact. When you decide, how is it an action that has an impact? This is what we are going to discuss. Okay. This is an approach towards either success or failure. It really depends on how you apply it. The approach remains the same. You have a goal, you have a strategy, you have an opportunity, and you have a target. And what you choose to do is you go on a linear path. When you go on a linear path, and when you have a goal, you make a strategy, you make your mind, your networks for it, you seek the opportunity, use the opportunity, you wait for the opportunity or whatever, and then you go to the target, you reach the target, and you do it. That is one way of approach to both a success as well as a failure. And this is another way approach of the success. This is where you have your tasks that you keep doing, you have a habit of doing, and you keep having your networks every time, endless, regardless of your plans, regardless of your task. You have your networks always in life. You know whom you can depend on, whom you can ask for, whom you can trust, and you can depend. You do not judge others, you analyze others. You know who are the people that you can depend on, and you know who are the people for sure who's going to not be helpful. This analysis is important. There is no judgment in this. This is very important, that you know And there should be some habits and tasks that you keep doing whatever your plans are. And then you just have the plans and you set that plan your into that forum. You combine the task and network to make reach to the plan. So these two approaches are two different approaches and are the only two approaches that anyone goes for. That's the truth. That's always the fact. Either you do it yourself because you first take the goal, then strategize it, seek the opportunity and go for the target, or you keep doing whatever you're doing and then utilize them as per the plan that you have and sync them together at a particular time, and you know that this particular time this happens. So you do any of these approaches, you either succeed or fail depending upon what you did. But when you fail in these approaches, all you have to do is, when you succeed, it's awesome. You can take a cheer. When you get success, you can take a cheer. You can go ahead. And when you fail, you just have to convert into an experience and try again. So what is very important is, if you have already tried something via this, try using this approach also. So don't make in building in yourself that I am only made for this approach, I cannot go for this other one. So the difference or what it is very, very, very simple. I'll take a moment to tell this in Hindi as well, so that everyone here around understands this really properly, because this is really the most important part of this entire conversation. आप कुछ सोचते हो, आपका एक गोल है, आप कुछ करना चाहते हो, उसके लिए आप एक स्ट्रैटेजी बनाते हो, उसके हिसाब से you think that way, you create the friends, you create the team, then you wait for the opportunity or you seek an opportunity and use it, and then you go for your target. You did everything. It's like steady, ready, steady, and then go for it. This is one approach. Dusra approach, the other one is, you do whatever you do every day. You have a good set of habits for your life, irrespective of what you are doing. You have a good set of habits which forms your base. You have a good set of network. You exactly know the people around you, be it good or bad, but you know them. And the third one, and then you attach them to your plans. Just attach them to your plans. Whatever you make the plans, make some of the plans which are dependent only all on the made pie, and then you take some risk. So that gives you the ratio of success and failure, and that gives you doing something actually good for the entire period. So try and keep bouncing between the two. For one activity this and some activity this. If you have a strong hold on the first one, try to get to add a few of the second one. If you have a high hold on the second one, try to get one of the first one. So this is, what I mean to say is, your approaches should keep changing, and if you that is what your limits are. You keep thinking that this is the only approach I can do it. No, you can use each and every approach. हमें बस सक्सेस से मतलब है, या जो हमें एक्चुअली अचीव करना है ना, whatever we want to achieve, सिर्फ उस बात से मतलब है, उस पाथ को हम किस तरीके से कर रहे हैं या इस अप्रोच से कर रहे हैं, वो उतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं होता है. इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, बट उतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं होता है कि उसके बजाय और कुछ को यूज नहीं कर सकते. The tools can change, the way can change. Hey guys, how many of you have heard Mahabharata? Every one of us knows that. How many of you remember the Narayan and Narayani Sena dilemma? I remember there was a phase in Mahabharata, the verse being our sorry. It's part of just one verse of the entire thing. And it has, sorry, I'll stop my share for a minute here because I need to take you to the, yeah, this Narayani Sena. This was this is one of the verse of or one of the parts of Mahabharata, which is Yuddha Parv. It was part of that where um, after the first emissary was sent to the from the Pandavas to the Kauravas, the first emissary that was sent uh, from the king of Panchal to Hastinapur, a Brahman was sent. Just after that, uh, Arjuna decided to go personally to Krishna to as a messenger to Krishna, talk to him, to send ask for things, to ask for help, to ask for opinion, for everything. So when he went there, there was this place where he was given a choice. I'm not going into the entire thing because all of you know it, and you can go ahead and read it again in the verse that I just said in the Udyog. So in that particular verse in the Udyog Parv, you can go ahead and check it. All I'm going to talk about is the part, there where there was a choice in front of Arjun, where he had to choose, and he got that opportunity. First of all, he got that opportunity to choose. Okay, that was first advantage that he got. And then what did he choose? तो जब वो वहां गए और जब उनको ये चॉइस मिला कि वो बात करे, वो चूज करे उस चीज को, तो उसको उनको दो ऑप्शन दिया गया था. या तो आप नारायण को चूज करो, as in you will have only Krishna without weapon as a mentor for you during your entire process. Or you would have the Narayan Sena, the Sena of Narayan, the entire 1 crore army who is ready always to work for you. Sorry, 10 crore. So 10 crore people, 10 crore who are trained to work for you, who is Narayan's Sena only, or you get only the mentor. You get the mentor, you get the Narayan. So it was on Arjuna to choose. And when he chose Narayan, the other person there in the room was very happy. The Kaurav representative, he was very happy because he really didn't want Krishna without arms and anything. He didn't want a mentor. He wanted that army. So both of you are very satisfied. Both Arjuna and your Duryodhan was really very satisfied after the entire conversation. They were very happy with both of their choices. And who would you think, I mean, in this situation, in Mahabharata, who won? Pandavas? Even after having 10 crore army, the Pandavas won. If I let go of the entire godism in it and atheism in it, if I let go of the entire thing, keep that away, and just think of the choice made to choose a mentor versus an army of people, what was the impact? Because let me put it a point here, Duryodhan had a set of mentors too, a number of mentors too, whom he did not give heed to their advices, including Vishma. There were many mentors that he had, but he did not give heed to their advices. And Arjuna and Pandavas made sure that they actually gave heed to their mentors. They chose a good mentor and they went ahead and respected and treated that person as a mentor. So this is what makes a very big difference again in the path of success and a path of failure. This is not a solution. It's not a solution. It does not guarantee you it. but you sets you on the path and keeps you on the path of success. The role of a mentor or a coach is very, very essential. It can be anybody, but it should be a one which is actually empowering you, which is actually keeping you in the path of success, of your success, keeping you in the path of your success. It's finally you are doing the action, but you have to be that way, to have that approach to stay in the path of action. And this is where I sorry, are you guys able to see my screen? Could anybody just tell me, because I think the screen's dropped.
It is visible
Now it's
now.
visible.
Okay. I think for me it stopped. So what happens is, if you apply this particular thing in our lives, I'll take this very shortly. What happens if we keep seeking clarity, recognition, fame, money, and security? While when we don't ask for clarity, we don't ask for recognition, we don't ask for fame, money, or security. What we ask for is an advice from the expert, or we ask for, work and task something, do this for me, do that for me, get my this thing done, to get my that thing done. You want strangers to know what you do, and uh, you do your job, you're great at doing something, but in a closed network, and then you want strangers and a whole world to know that. How is that going to help? And you're at your work, job, salary, you're doing work for your organization and you're remunerated for it. That's your salary. So that is just a remuneration. Okay, so you feel satisfied that yes, you're earning. So you're earning money by working for the organization. So there is nothing for granted here. Yeah, nobody's giving you money just like that. So do put in that much effort, only as much as you're remunerated for. Even if that is for an organization, do for the benefit of the organization, but limit it there. So what happens is, there is always the balance problem in job people. They tend to do things too much, and then they don't get that much remuneration, or some people don't do that much and think that they should be getting more than that. So that is your mindset. If you think that that organization is not paying you that much, don't do that much. That's okay, because that is your job and they're just remunerating you for that. And you always think that experts, if experts do things for me, then I'll feel secure about it. You are the expert. You are the best who knows what you want. At every age, you are the one who knows what you want. You just need experts to get you what you want, not do things for you, but get you what you want. So what happens when you take a coach or a mentor option? As in, you have somebody in your life, you have a platform, you have people around your community around you, who is there to always set you back to the path of success. You will always have your goals set, you'll always stay focused till your end, and you will always bring the best in you. And that is what is your requisite if you actually want to be in the path of success. And being in the path of success is equivalent to success. Because if you go in the path of failure, you fail. If you stick to the path of success, you may have experiences, yet you will stick to the path and you will eventually get the success. And that's true. That's always true. If anywhere, anyhow, you check anything and you do it yourself, do it right now, and you will see. You will see the impact right away. So I am done talking. I'm done saying what I wanted to say. And at this point of time, all I want to say is I do have a choice for you, which is either you keep asking for somebody somewhere to always keep helping you, or you just join us, Sharoti, where we have we have some things already for you, and we are about to start some more. All I'm asking you to join into the community so that we would know what you want, what are your requirements, whether you need an expert or you need a mentor or a coach or whatever, or a training, or for that matter, or these regular webinar talks, or some related webinar talks, whatever that you need. Once we come to know that, we will make tailor our courses, our sessions, and our services as per your need, and we will get with you. You will come to know about it. So that's the place where I ask you to join in, Asharuti, join in with us. And at this point, I would also want Saranjana or Anup Sharma to talk more about Asharuti, or introduce people into it if anyone wants to speak of. Uh, See, Ash Sharoti is just a community for you, a community, a platform for you where you come and you understand what is going on. You seek whatever services we keep doing, you seek one of them. Just seek one of them. And we do not have a website, so you'll have to come over to our Facebook page and Instagram pages to keep yourselves updated. And whichever program, whichever thing, coaching or services that you like, you might as well go for it. As of now, we have infrastructure for giving you these three. You can see my screen. Sorry. Okay, let's just. Okay, if you can see my screen, these are the four things we have already with infrastructure. We have the infrastructure to start off. We have a learn to earn program for the students, where we would have a multidisciplinary workshop which would make you learn to earn money. It will use your academic disciplinary, multidisciplinary subjects for you to start to learning to earn. पैसे कमाना भी सीखना चाहिए. जरूरी नहीं है कि जब नौकरी मिले तभी सीखे अपन. अभी स्टूडेंट्स के हिसाब से भी सीखना चाहिए. And that is what we are taking you for. एक There's a portal that we are building up, which is going to have the entire database of whatever you're doing, whatever approaches you're taking, whatever courses you're doing online, offline, via school and everything. See, having a data is obviously something which always helps you and helps anybody else. When somebody asks you, what do you do in your life, what did you do till now, it's very hard to explain and put everything into a resume. So this portal is going to be your virtual resume, telling everybody what you have done and what I've scored and what are your achievements. Is going to be really very, very useful once this comes up. And we would need your support. We need this community to grow for this platform to come in. Gurukul is again a community which is already started. It's a group in Facebook already, which is already started. We put in some important insights of academics, the news of it, as well as what are the small habits that can improve your study habits, your learning habits, even for adult learning for that matter. Sometimes as an adult, it's hard for people to learn things. So how do you do that? How do you expect that to happen? And also, it's a network, it's a place platform where we encourage creating multiple sources of income. So not by investing money, it is by investing the skills that you already have. We create multiple sources of income, because actions, creating actions. If you have time for more actions, go ahead, do more actions and get more out of it. And there is Sharuthi, where the Sharuthi approach, or the Sharuthi project, is having a team of masterminds who would be of different domains, and that they come together and they give you their heat into a situation. So we are already building on all these infrastructure. We are starting on all these infrastructures. We have started a few of them, and we are looking forward to launch the others. At this moment, all I request you guys to be part of us, be part of our community, like us in Facebook and follow us on Instagram. You'll have the links via your you'll get your links to your, we'll send out a mailer to you guys, because here at this moment to show off something I don't have. because I just meant to talk to you here. And I hope you guys had a good session, because I really enjoyed the session. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining in. If anyone, okay, Geeta is asking here, what is this free of charge? Yes, this webinar is completely free of charge, and joining us is also free of charge. But at the moment when you would want to avail our services is when you pay. Being part of this community and getting all updates are all free of cost. All our social media is obviously free of cost. We do not personalize you for anything. We keep giving updates, and we keep sharing knowledges. But if at a particular time, if you like go for learn to one program, obviously there is a charge to it. That's not for free, because that's not worth to be for free. Because when you do work and people remunerate you, right? Here I'm also, or we as a team are also doing that job for you. We are teaching you to learn to earn. So we deserve a remuneration of ourselves, deserving of us. And you would find the links to us, all our things in the chat right now. So I request each of you to join in. And at this moment, if at all, Anup Sharma or Suranjana, if you have anything to add or anything to give more insights, more than welcome to say so.
Yes, I just want to add that not only do you like or subscribe to our page, maybe you can come ahead and talk about your requirements. See, because you are one of the early birds into this Ask Charity initiative, right? So we will mold the program as per your requirement. Maybe in your field, you will understand the challenges that you face every day, which we are not aware. That will actually help us to understand your situation better and maybe help you and your peers together. So that will help us to build our community, have a wider reach, as well as be of some help and bring some change. So that is all that we aspire for. So do join in, do talk, do communicate, do let us know, and then only then we can move forward. Yeah, that is all I had to say.
Thank you so much, Suranjana. Also, I that brought something to my mind as well that I missed out to say, that this is not age specific. Though we everything is mostly uh, on the centralized on students, yet any age group anybody can contribute. Why? Because you might be you might have a talent that you would want the students to know, and if you are seeking that platform to share that knowledge with the students, Asharuti might be one, because we are the ones who are not seeking experts of industrial experts of everything. Because we know that everybody is an expert in something and deserve to have a platform to give that away. And also we have multiple uh, students of who are graduates, who are fresh, who have just started off with their career, who tend to mentor the others. So this is a place where everyone empowers one another. So you might just contact us if you're interested into this community. Just contact us, feel free to talk to us. Don't think that this is not for you. This is for each and everyone, irrespective of your age, and irrespective of where you are. Because yes, the actual things are like the end products are towards empowering students. But what if you have something and you are giving it to the students, you are empowering your own self. You are becoming, you are mentoring them. You would get to mentor them. You could get to help them. This is a platform where you can do this. So everyone has their opportunities in our show. This is what I always say to everyone, and I will keep saying this to everyone. Just ask us. And as always said, once you ask, you get it. And this is what our sharat is. Just ask us and you will get it. We will get it to you. We will get it to you, and that's our promise. We are going to get it to you. Okay. So help bring out this community. Help make it bigger, because uh, the bigger this community is, the more powerful it gets from within. From within, it gets more powerful. We get to have more and more and more when the community is bigger. The number, the people in it, the excellence that you guys get to us is what we seek. That's all. And we are here to help you. Thank you, everyone. I am, and again, thank you so much for attending this webinar. Thanks a lot. Have a very nice day. Anyone who wants to speak out anything, I'm here for the next 3 minutes to hear you out. I will not close unless and all everybody is gone. I will not go. Don't worry, I'm here. Anything, any questions that you have, you can unmute yourself. You can use the chat, and you can tell me. The webinar itself, on my says are over yet. I'm here to listen to you. Any queries that you might have about Asharti, about me, about why we fail, anything. Yes? Anyone? If not, even now the exit doors are also open. Thank you very much and have a nice day. See, the point is I'm not checking anyone out. I'm very happy to keep talking, but if you're not talking, then thank you, Priya. So if you don't have any queries, this is the end of the webinar. If you have any queries, do let me know. Anyone who can tell me any queries which is pending from, if any queries from YouTube, let me know. I can use them because I did not get any queries in the middle. Okay,
Thank you, Sumana,
fine.
for all the inputs which helped us to, because there was an eye opener from in many of the areas which we touch based day to day life. Generally, we ignore it, as you rightly pointed in a couple of quotes. Also, it is very true that people will just read the quote and they forward it. I don't know that how many diligently apply it. So there were many thought process which takeaways, especially for us. So thank you for your time and session.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Yogesh. Thank you for joining in. Thanks. Happy to help always. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks everyone. So we are ending the session.